The seductive process is an intricate dance, requiring mastery of timing, intuition, and psychological depth. Unlike casual attraction or fleeting charm, true seduction unfolds gradually, building intensity over time. At its core, this process involves capturing the mind and emotions of the target so fully that they're drawn toward the seducer with increasing inevitability. Simply relying on personal allure or isolated acts of charm will not suffice. While these elements may attract initial interest, charm is ephemeral. It works briefly, but risks fading if not reinforced with deeper engagement. The truly effective seducer knows that lasting enchantment requires patience, one that engages the target's subconscious needs and desires, creating a space where they become fully invested. The slower the seduction, the more potent it becomes. Rushing risks startling the target, disrupting the delicate tension and mystery that build anticipation. Slowness allows feelings to develop naturally, giving the seducer time to analyze and adjust to the target's reactions. Each moment of attention, each look, each seemingly inconsequential interaction builds upon the last, creating a sense of continuity and depth. This gradual pace mimics the rhythm of desire itself, marked not by sudden gratification, but by longing and restrained tension. With each carefully measured step, the seducer occupies more of the target's mind, encouraging them to think of the seducer during quiet moments and to wonder what comes next. The seduction becomes a journey rather than a destination, an immersive, transformative experience. The art of seduction requires constant awareness of the target's responses, a readiness to adapt, and a commitment to remain focused on the end goal. Patience allows the seducer to move at the target's pace, remain calm during setbacks, and appreciate the process as much as the result. Strategic thinking ensures that each action serves a specific purpose. Each word and gesture advances the seduction rather than diluting it. The seducer must think several steps ahead, anticipating reactions and carefully calibrating their approach. This focus distinguishes the seducer from a casual flirt, transforming every interaction into a meaningful piece of a larger puzzle. Patience and strategic thinking create a sense of inevitability. The seduction feels as if it has a natural flow that draws the target in deeper with each encounter. To maintain intrigue, the seducer must remain unpredictable. Keeping the target off balance means the seducer is never entirely understood, never fully accessible, and always able to surprise. This creates a sense of mystery and allure, encouraging the target to keep seeking the seducer out. By staying one step ahead, the seducer avoids becoming predictable or boring, ensuring that the target remains curious and eager for more. This can involve subtle cues, such as a glance, an unexpected compliment, or a mysterious absence, that continually shift the target's expectations. Each interaction leaves a slight gap or mystery that the target feels compelled to fill in with their imagination, further entangling them in the process. This approach also highlights the power dynamic. The seducer is in control, yet appears to leave just enough space for the target to feel they are willingly participating, drawn into the unfolding seduction of their own accord. The seductive process is divided into 4 distinct phases, each with a clear objective that moves the seduction from superficial attraction to deep connection. The first phase is about creating fascination. The seducer makes subtle moves to ensure that the target begins to think of them even when they're not present. This might be achieved through enigmatic compliments, moments of focused attention, or small acts that demonstrate attentiveness and understanding. The key here is to create a subtle sense of intrigue, encouraging the target to think about what lies beneath the seducer's surface. By capturing the mind, the seducer becomes a puzzle for the target to solve, an enigma that occupies their thoughts. The second phase goes deeper, inviting the target into emotional experiences that blend pleasure with confusion. Here, the seducer begins to show vulnerability or shares personal insights, creating moments that allow the target to feel special or chosen. This phase also involves emotional push and pull, where moments of intimacy are followed by brief periods of distance. This oscillation keeps the target emotionally engaged, as they seek to maintain the closeness they have begun to feel. By creating this rhythm of warmth and withdrawal, the seducer weaves a web of emotional dependency, drawing the target closer without making them feel smothered. In the third phase, the seducer reaches the subconscious level, stirring up repressed desires and hidden fantasies. The seducer has by now learned enough about the target to know their weaknesses, desires, and insecurities. Subtly, they begin to evoke these elements, using indirect suggestions, subtle innuendos, or hints that resonate with the target's buried needs. This phase requires a profound understanding of human psychology, as the seducer must touch on themes that resonate deeply without triggering defenses. By engaging these hidden parts of the psyche, the seducer becomes not just a romantic interest, but a symbol of self-discovery and fulfillment, representing something far more compelling than mere companionship. The final phase brings the seduction to its peak, where the target surrenders both emotionally and physically. By this point, the seducer has created a sense of inevitability. Through the accumulation of fascination, emotional engagement, and subconscious connection, the target feels they are inevitably drawn to this moment. In this stage, the seducer maintains composure and patience, allowing the target to feel that they are giving themselves freely rather than being overtly pursued. The seduction culminates in a feeling of shared transcendence, where both parties feel the intensity of the connection. This surrender feels less like an act of will and more like an inevitable consequence of everything that has come before, reinforcing the power of the seduction and the depth of the bond created. One of the greatest risks in seduction is impatience. Rushing to the climax disrupts the carefully cultivated rhythm of anticipation and yearning. When the seducer allows their own eagerness to overcome their self-control, the magic dissipates, and the seduction feels forced. The seducer must resist the urge to rush to gratification, understanding that the slow, steady build is what makes the final moments so powerful. Improvisation, likewise, can threaten the seductive process. While adaptability is essential, acting without forethought or planning can undermine the careful balance of tension and desire that has been established. To seduce successfully, one must offer an experience that is elevated beyond the everyday, embodying a sense of timelessness and a deliberate pace. By resisting haste, the seducer creates a space for connection that feels rare and irreplaceable. In sum, the seductive process is a layered journey that transforms fleeting attraction into a profound and lasting connection. Each phase of the process builds upon the last, slowly enveloping the target in a world that feels intimate and enthralling. By maintaining patience, strategic thinking, and self-discipline, the seducer becomes a powerful presence in the target's life, a source of fascination, emotional depth, and subconscious fulfillment.